Well, guys, this is Between Two Boxes. I'm Dan.
I'm Frederick Sells Frederick.
And we're here to teach you guys all about the world we live in. Mostly between two boxes. So you're looking like you lost some weight since Christmas.
Maybe a pound or two.
That's what I'm talking about. Normally,
It's been a couple pounds, but I'm still creeping down. Still got to get that 2 out of the front of the weight section. You know, it's a struggle with 2 kids. I'll tell you, the hardest part is the 3-year-old who doesn't finish his chicken nuggets. So then I finish his chicken nuggets.
the nuggies, they're always the best. Oh my
I
God.
say I hate it, but really I love it.
So coming up, we're sitting here today. It's 60 degrees in February. We're looking at a Super Bowl. We're looking at Valentine's Day. Punxsutawney Phil popped up. Didn't No Shadow.
No shadow.
Now, what does No Shadow mean?
I didn't even know that it was no shadow, so I'm just learning this now. But I did learn from Facebook that he said spring was going to come early. Apparently they were right. Apparently the groundhog was right for once.
For once. And we're outside. It's 60 degrees.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
I'm going to fashion my pants into shorts. Oh, that was an old office reference, wear it around my head. I'm going to refashion my head handkerchief back into my pants because it has now gotten cold.
The town of Frederick, preparing for Valentine's Day. Fire and Ice just happened.
Oh, did you go down to Fire and Ice?
I did not get to Fire and Ice. Tell me about it.
Can I make a confession as a longtime Frederictonian?
It's like you're named after it.
This was the first time I ever went to Fire and Ice.
What?
So we got to go.
Well, what is Fire and Ice? For everybody who doesn't go or is not specifically aware of the Frederick tradition that is First Saturday.
Well, first off, it's Fire in Ice, which I also just found out this year. It's not Fire and Ice. It's Fire in Ice. So
how is that even logistically possible?
Hey, you know what? Well, I guess so what they do is the first Saturday of every month, Frederick hosts First Saturday, where all the downtown businesses open their doors, and it's a great time for just people to be out in the streets, people to see restaurants, people to see stores, all that stuff. But for this one specifically, it's their biggest First Saturday, so it actually starts on Friday night, where they have the live ice sculpture carving going on. Ooh. They have a bunch of fire demonstrations going on, fire shows, juggling, fire twirling, and they have fire pits, they got s'mores going on. So that's the kickoff party for Friday night. And then Saturday, when I went down there, my God, it was packed everywhere. Wow. And there were, I don't even know how many ice sculptures. I think I saw
it was up down Market Street and up and down the canal.
And then even by Chabreau, they had some.
Wow.
And yeah, they were everywhere. It was awesome. Like up and down Market Street, there had to be, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 ice sculptures throughout downtown Frederick. My son wanted to touch every single one of them, but he had, as a 3-year-old, I got nervous a couple times because there was a lot of people and he was just running everywhere, so excited to all the different ice sculptures. And of course, we walked along the creek where the boats are still out. The whole day he kept yelling, "I want to see the fireboat, I want to see the fireboat." I had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah.
The second we got to the creek, he ran straight to the police and fireman boat. And he's like, "Daddy, the fireboat." And I'm like, "That's what you've been yelling about all morning." He remembered from December when we went down that there was a fireboat in the creek. And when we told him we were going downtown Frederick, he just kept yelling fireboat.
Fireboat.
And that's what he meant. But I'm telling you, all the stores, had their ice sculptures, had the doors open, had giveaways, had drink specials at the restaurants. Everywhere was packed. Everybody was super friendly. Like we had a stroller, and a little kid, and people were getting out of the way. People were helping my wife pick up the stroller over the curb when I wasn't right next to her because
they
my
watched
3-year-old
your kids for a few hours. You guys got it.
I'm just like, "Hey, do you want to watch 3-year-old for a little bit while we go get a drink?" No, but it was Frederick at its best.
That's awesome.
And the weather couldn't have been better. It was 55 degrees and sunny. It was like this.
This is awesome.
Maybe not the best for ice sculptures,
but the fire in the ice was happy.
Yeah, that doesn't melt the ice. The sun beating down. But that was my first experience at Fire and Ice, and I'm telling you, I will never miss it again. It was so awesome.
Frederick.
Finally got to go.
Frederick got to see Frederick at Frederick's finest.
Yes.
Well, see, that's awesome. So I've been to Fire Ice before. It is a tremendous time. So if you're out there on those first Saturdays, check out the Fredericktown, websites. Always see what's available. It's always a good time. The community comes out and it's a blast.
And Frederick Downtown Partnership puts on a lot of these events, so you can always check them out on Instagram, Facebook, and be up to date on all the events coming up downtown.
So a new report came out of
Okay.
the top 5 most romantic cities in the United States.
Okay.
Frederick didn't make it too small of a city in that scenario. But Baltimore
Really?
and DC were top 5 most romantic cities in the United States.
All right, so I'll say this. I lived in Baltimore and you can tell because I said it with a D. Baltimore,
Yeah.
instead of Baltimore. But I lived there for 12 years.
Yeah.
And I loved it. However, I wouldn't necessarily consider it a romantic in
Go
Baltimore.
romantic.
All right, so they have the, I forget what it's necessarily called, but they have the booze cruise, basically, the dinner cruise right in the harbor.
Yeah.
The Rusty Scupper is great down there.
I wouldn't say romantic though.
No, so I'm trying to think like what necessarily makes it romantic. I mean, it's Charm City. So it is Charm City.
Yeah. It's a city that reads.
It is. But yeah, I mean, they do have big love for the Ravens, big love for the Orioles. I'm not sure that makes it romantic, but there seems to be a lot of love going on. But
Listen, if you can drive down the street and you just got the squeegee juice flying over the top of your car,
that gives them a bad rap.
and the
Gives them a bad
newspapers,
rap.
cleaning off your car in such a romantic way, I can see it happening. But because of this romantic atmosphere that's coming around, we have Valentine's coming up within a week.
What my wife and I have done in the past couple years is we've started doing Valentine's Day lunch. We do have reservations for 2 p.m. next Wednesday at the Tasting Room, which has now, for some reason, become a Valentine's Day tradition.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we started 3 years ago. That was the first time we were there, and we really loved it. And, it's not too overcrowded.
But the lunch is on Valentine's Day.
Yes, on Valentine's
So on
Day.
February 14th, if you were looking to buy or sell a home, go to the tasting room at 2 p.m. and interrupt his lunch with his wife.
'Cause if you
and
know
say,
anything-
I want to buy a house now.
If you know anything about a real estate agent, I'll say, sweetie, box mine up. I'll be right back. I got to deal with this person.
My phone's ringing.
We
I
got
got
a new client.
How else are we going to pay for the dinner? I can't cook I can't wash any more dishes.
But no, the tasting room has become our spot for Valentine's Day. It's a great little romantic spot in Frederick, and we love it. They have great the espresso martini.
Oh, really?
I just got introduced to that for
Ooh.
Christmas, and I will definitely be having one that day.
Oh my
They are
God.
fantastic. Maybe best in Frederick.
You can't get a tasting room reservation.
Mm-hmm.
What are some other amazing restaurants in Frederick to go to? Like, I know I just went Wine Kitchen for dinner not too long ago, and it's right there on the creek. It's great food, great atmosphere, great room. I was very happy with that. I could see that being a very romantic place, and of course it's got all the glass. You can see outside.
You can't get a better location.
Yeah, no.
Right there on the creek.
The Wine Kitchen's awesome.
My wife and I have definitely gone there for birthdays or anniversaries and stuff, and it's called the Wine Kitchen, so you immediately have to get a bottle of wine, which is already, especially if you're drinking red, in my opinion, that's already a romantic drink.
Agreed.
So it's already the romantic aspect is kind of built into the name of the restaurant. And then you got the location, you got the delicious food, you got the great service on top of that. So.
Well, name some other ones. What are some other ones that are maybe a little more quaint?
Okay, so Hooch and Banner.
Amazing.
Hooch and Banner, that is my wife and I's favorite restaurant for a couple reasons. One, when she first moved to Frederick, that was the first date we ever went on as residents back in Frederick. Obviously, I grew up here. She moved here, and that was the first place we went. So she fell in love with the food, the atmosphere. We sat in that very front table on the opposite side of the entrance, so we were right on the glass. Could watch people walk up and down Market Street.
They saw your face. No one else came in, so you guys had the whole place to yourself.
But I mean, their food is fantastic, and the thing about Hooch and Banner is maybe one of the better places to get handcrafted cocktails.
Yes,
they're great cocktails.
Now,
love their old fashioned.
They don't do reservations, so it's definitely a
got to roll the
crapshoot.
dice.
Yeah. So if you're a guy and you haven't made a reservation
you're like,
yet,
crap! It's Valentine's Day. Where are we going?
Well, they don't take reservations, so we're just going to go a little early and figure this out.
Yep.
It's just such a good place. We had to take a chance.
Yep. So you say, hey, this is what I had planned all along. You show up. They don't have a spot for you. Be like, sorry, sweetheart, we tried.
Let's go check the
somewhere
bar.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you go upstairs, they do have an awesome,
great bar.
Yeah, awesome bar.
Also, kind of a chill, quaint areas like White Rabbit.
Oh,
that's a good one right there for Valentine's Day.
They've won best pizza in the world.
Yeah.
Right. So if you love pizza, White Rabbit's a fantastic
White Rabbit.
place.
And if you want to go a little more like the sushi route, we got Lazy Fish.
Lazy Fish and Sapporo too.
Oh,
which
really?
Are both, yeah. Lazy Fish still has my heart.
Yeah.
They are my favorite sushi place. But I have gone to Lazy Fish because they also are interesting about their reservations.
Yeah.
I think they don't take for more than 4.
Yeah.
So if you go with a large group, which we do for my birthday every year, and one year we had too large of a group and there wasn't enough seats for us, so we went to Sapporo too.
Nice.
And also had a very nice dinner, and they have a great vibe there too. Could be a very romantic spot.
So if you think of anywhere else that's out there in Frederick that you think would be a great romantic spot, comment below. Let us know. Throw them out there, especially since we're trying to get this out before Valentine's Day, because they'd be kind of useless if we didn't. I have all this great Valentine's Day stuff.
So we got the Super Bowl coming up.
Super Bowl's coming up, baby.
So we're gonna have fun here. Let's go, because we're gonna air this on Monday.
Yeah,
but here we are on Friday.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's do Super Bowl predictions and see, since it airs on Monday, let's see if we were right.
How badly off we are. Okay, so
Usher's coming out in all white, full white outfit.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's my prop bet. So he's going all white
they
set,
do the same
all
thing
black
every
outfit. I'm saying all white outfit.
So I used to live in Atlanta, so I have like an affinity towards like Jermaine Dupri, Ludacris. So it was cool. So that's kind of like my. I'm a big fan of what's going to happen. But yeah, I would go black outfit, white stage.
It's funny that we immediately went from talking Super Bowl to just the halftime show.
Yeah, just.
Well, as a millennial, it's kind of fun watching, and I loved growing up seeing my, a lot of my parents' favorite musical performers and stuff, because I liked a lot of them, especially when they were classic rock and stuff.
Like
Blink-182. But now it's kind of cool. Like last year being Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and then this year it's Usher, and so it's kind
I'm
of
Gen
fun
X,
seeing.
so I'm still like,
Oh, that's right.
I got you beat by a couple years. It's okay.
That 50th birthday is coming up next month, right?
It's not next month. It's not 50. It's 47, but not 50.
Oh.
But so let's talk actual Super Bowl. So
okay.
A guy who went to my high school, really nice guy, Brian. He's the tight ends coach for the 49ers.
Ooh, okay.
So
I thought you were going to go Kansas City there, so it was all going to be Travis and Taylor.
I'm going to go Niners just because, you have to find a reason. You have to find a reason to pick a team sometimes.
Right.
And in this case, I want this guy to win a Super Bowl. I want him to be able to have that moment with him, his wife, and his kid, and holding up the trophy. I want that for him. I want that for the Niners because of that. Whatever team he'd be on, I'd want that for him. So he's made it to the apex, and I want him to finish it off. For the NFL,
Swifties.
NFL.
What have they made? $360 million or something since Taylor Swift has started showing up to games?
That's insane. That's utterly insane.
Your boy Roy was telling me yesterday, I didn't notice that they've made like Taylor Swift Kansas City Chief jerseys that they've started selling in Kansas City.
That's too far.
No, it's not. That's the most genius marketing idea ever.
She doesn't play the NFL. I have
it
no
doesn't
issues.
matter.
I have no issues.
All these Swifties who've never watched an NFL game now have NFL jerseys.
That says Swift on the back.
Yeah.
No, I'm against her name being on the back. Again, I have no issues with Taylor Swift being a part of this. I can explain why. So I was talking to a guy, and he's like, my daughter does not like the NFL. She never asked to watch a game. And she started asking to watch the NFL with me because Taylor Swift. Like, hey,
I got nothing but love for Taylor.
Whatever gets people to watch the game, cool.
I'm like what's it called? I don't know, like a side Swiftie. Because I love all of her music. I'm not obsessed with everything she does and big into that. But I think she's great for football, great for America, whatever. Great for little girls.
Great for America.
I know, whatever. Really great for young women and for little girls. I think she's a great role model. So whatever. And I love her music. So I'm Team Taylor. But that doesn't mean I'm rooting for Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
I do have family in Kansas City. But man, I'm sorry, Robbie, David, I'm sick of you guys coming in the chat, even Brian sometimes, coming in the chat and just talking Kansas City, this all the time, whatever. So, I mean, I guess I'm slightly pulling for the 49ers just to see a different team because, when the same team's there every year, you just get bored with it. But honestly, I don't care who wins. Like, I just kind of want to see a good game. Hopefully it's not a blowout. All right, so
that's true. Yeah.
So predictions.
Okay.
Since I'm slightly going 49ers, screw it. Let's say 27-24. Let's give Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. That moment.
I think San Fran will take it. I think the very first quarter is going to be no scoring. I think it's going to be very light in the very beginning because they're all kind of just.
Second quarter of the Super Bowl always goes nuts.
Oh, it goes crazy.
Second half.
Second half. And so I'm thinking it'll be similar to yours. I think 28-21.
So what's the prop bet? Like Deebo Samuel, 30-yard end-around touchdown there to win the game? Or?
Yeah. Let's do that. So Deebo Samuel, 30-yard.
I just gave it to you.
We're going to go, McCaffrey's going to end up with 2 touchdowns.
All right.
And Brock Purdy.
I'm saying Brock Purdy MVP, baby.
MVP. Oh,
that's my prop bet. Brock Purdy, Super Bowl MVP.
Here's the fun prop bet. How long will it take before you see Taylor Swift on TV? From 6:30 until the end of the game.
Okay, I'm going to say you will see Taylor Swift before Travis Kelce does anything. Well, no, I'm saying once this game starts. Once the game starts, before Travis Kelce even has a catch, you will see Taylor Swift.
Wow, that's a good one. Okay. I think you're going to see Jason Kelce without a shirt on before the second half.
Now I just love Jason Kelce. And my wife. And that's the other good thing about Taylor Swift is now my wife listens to the Kelce. I don't even know what it's called.
New Heights.
You just hear the clips on Instagram.
So good.
But she will tell me about what Jason Kelce and Travis Kelce are talking about on their podcast because she's all in on it. And I'm like, this is great. My wife's listening to a sports broadcast or a sports podcast now.
How crazy
because
is that?
of this.
Love it.
The phenomenon is just it's bigger than anything you could ever imagine. Next big thing, between 2 boxes. That's after the Swifties go away.
Back to back.
Between 2 boxes, taking over your IG feed.
Next time we do this, Taylor Swift is going to be in one of these 2 boxes. We can't tell you which one, but watch to find out later.
That'll be the prop bet, left or right. And if you're right, you'll get a $1 million gift card to downtown Frederick.
Downtown Frederick. You can buy a restaurant in downtown Frederick. But
it'll be donated by Taylor Swift.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. So. Some of these things aren't true.
No, you just see the
little caption at
the bottom.
Yeah, Frederick Dan are just talking smack. Please don't believe anything they're saying about
Buzz Lightyear, not a flying toy.
Again, we're going to put this out on Monday. You guys will talk smack to us down below how bad our predictions were for the Super Bowl. Get yourselves prepared for Frederick Valentine's Day. When I say that, that doesn't mean he's showing up to your house and making you dinner. That's happening at my house.
I'm just showing up with roses.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you're making me dinner.
And your new home that he just got you.
There you go.
So with that, have a great Valentine's Day. We're going to throw this stuff on social media and YouTube as well to make sure we get all the people from Frederick and around our area aware of what's going on in our worlds.
So if you have any topics that you'd like us to discuss, real estate-wise, Frederick-wise, pop culture-wise, Taylor Swift-wise, whatever. Moving-wise, we can cover it all. Just let us know what you want to hear. Us 2 goofballs ramble on about. We got you.
When I say it,
there it is. Game
between
over.
2 boxes.
Super Bowl out.